Affirm Holdings Earnings Release Analysis. August 24, 2023 Post-Market. Please like, share and comment on this video. Appreciate your support. Disclaimer. This video is only for technical education purpose. Results does not promote or recommend any investment or trading action. Affirm is scheduled to announce Q4 earnings results on August 24, 2023, Thursday, after market close. In the last 3 quarters, Q1 2023 to Q3 2023, Affirm's reliance on interest-bearing transactions has gone up from 64% to 67% to 69%. Affirm does not want to go in this direction, especially when in high interest rate environment currently. This is a structural issue that Affirm will have to go through in Q4 as they are a buy now pay later BNPL firms. Their business model is to allow consumers the flexibility to pay off things over time. And when the consumers are hit with higher interest rate, outright purchases are going to be harder to come by. Market consensus revenue is estimated to be at $406.08 million, plus 11.5% Y-on-Y. Consensus EPS estimate is $0.68, minus 4.6% Y-on-Y. Market has a cautious hold ratings on Affirm stocks. Affirm revenue growth has slowed down, though Affirm stock has outperformed the market 3:1 in the last 5 months. There is a huge obstacle for Affirm to revert the revenue growth slowdown. Affirm active users and transactions per active customer have declined, but reliance on interest-bearing transactions has increased. In this video I will be looking at Affirm fundamental data and use technical analysis to see how Affirm share price have been trading in recent days prior to its earnings report release. Affirm Holdings, AFRM, earnings data. With the concerns of revenue growth getting heavier, I would think Affirm losses might widen. We could be looking at the range of $0.90 to $0.92. Affirm Holdings, AFRM, earnings history. Affirm might have an issue to beat the EPS estimate forecast, considering that active users and transactions per active customer have declined. This would mean the recurring revenues would decline, affecting the total revenues. I would be looking the actual active users and also how many transactions each active customer perform. One of important factor would be customer just browsing and how to convert these customer to active customer. Affirm Holdings, AFRM, financial overview. I think we might see a fall in total revenues, and what would be interesting would be if the expenses would reduce as well. I am looking at the financing free cash flow and how Affirm would be using them to improve their offerings. Affirm Holdings, AFRM, year-to-date earnings. Affirm has given a more than 50% increase in growth, which is impressive. Considering that they are facing some growth issue now, I believe Affirm would be able to overcome them like how they have done so in previous quarter. I would expect their outlook for this year to be quite positive. Affirm Holdings, AFRM, corporate insider transactions. Affirm corporate insiders have placed intent to sell shares worth $3.1 million in the last 3 months. This could be due to the decrease in revenue growth. I would expect that Affirm might be able to narrow its losses as compared to previous quarter, but it is still significant. Affirm Holdings, AFRM, hedge funds holdings. Look like hedge funds still have confidence in Affirm as they have increased their holdings by 232.9k shares in the last quarter. This could be due to the demand for buy now pay later firms like Affirm. But Affirm's product composition, with 70% of its transactions incurring interest expenses to the consumer. With interest rate expected to continue climbing, question of Affirm to survive the high rate environment will be something we as investors should look out. Affirm Holdings, AFRM, Sentiment Analysis. As mentioned above, Affirm business model is very sensitive to high interest rate. If the consumer borrowing will not be making any repaying. Affirm does not have the resources like other big BNPL, buy now pay later, firm to continue operating. This is why investors have been very negative and portfolios have decreased by 0.8% in last 7 days and 1.4% in last 30 days. I will stay away from this stock now when earnings is coming, but over the short to medium term, there are opportunities to pick up some profitable trade. I will monitor and see how it moves after the earnings. Technical Analysis, Simple Moving Averages, SMA. Even though Affirm is in a bull trend now, but it is very close to SMA 50 and SMA 200, which could have a potential trend change anytime. As I share in the above section, there might be a chance to pick up a profitable trade, but best to avoid planning any trade near its earnings. Technical Analysis, Relative Strength Index, RSI. RSI can be seen to be trending towards oversold. There might be potential selling as investors are concerned over their decline in revenue coming up. Affirm has not become overbought consistently while moving near SMA 50/200. I would think Affirm can soar higher based on technicals if should Q4 results and or Q1 guidance surprise the market. Technical Analysis, Average Directional Index, ADX. ADX is below 20, which indicate a weak trend, and D is above +D, suggesting a bearish downside. What I would look out for is the Q1 guidance. If this is positive, we could be seeing Affirm moving into a bullish developing trend. Technical Analysis, Parabolic SAR, SAR. Affirm have been in a bearish trend based on SAR, and it looked to continue for a while. I think we might see some opportunity to pick up some profitable trade only when we have a surprise Q1 guidance from Affirm. Q4 results might not surprise the market. Summary. Based on what I observed, Affirm have some challenges as a buy now pay later fintech firm. This could be make worse with interest rate expected to go higher. If the average revenue per active user would increase, then we might see Affirm recover from the bearish trend seen from ADX and SAR. From SMA and RSI, we have some hope of Affirm soaring if the results for Q4 surprise the market or Q1 guidance turn out to be positive. It could be both. We will monitor and see how it goes. Appreciate if you could share your thoughts in the comment section whether you think Affirm would surprise with a positive guidance for Q1 2024. Disclaimer. This video is only for technical education purpose. Results does not promote or recommend any investment or trading action. Please like, share and comment on this video. Appreciate your support.